Hey guys, this is OJ here. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about cryptojacking. There's been a lot of talk about it on social media. Also, I have been reporting about it in my weekly podcast here on this channel. So I thought it's time to elaborate a little bit on what exactly is cryptojacking. It's a term that describes an act of hijacking someone else's computer, CPU, in order to mine cryptocurrencies. And ever since the first reports started circulating about the Pirate Bay doing it, I think they were the first that we heard about doing it, cryptojacking has become a trend. And as any trend, it's growing in popularity. A number of apps started appearing in 2017 last year that were making it easier than ever to mine cryptocurrencies with one's phone, tablet or laptop. And CoinHive seems to be the two that came out first and gave the birth to this trend. But since then, we saw a great deal of phone apps or Chrome extensions as well. If you are using Google Chrome, pay attention. There's a lot of Chrome extensions popping up that are doing crypto mining and they're cryptojacking your CPU. So they're basically mining cryptocurrency on the background while you are using a certain website, blog, maybe watching a pirated movie or something like that. So the main issue here is the intrusive manner that this is being executed upon, because it's in its nature, it's hidden. It's something that is happening on the background and you're not alerted about it. And it's becoming a popular way for blogs and websites to generate revenue. Some use it as an alternative to the old school banner ads and pop-ups and all of this really spammy advertising, which is not really profitable compared to results of crypto mining. And there have been reports that it can actually be quite profitable depending on how much time the users or your audience is spending on the website. And it's not only the Pirate Bay that have been cryptojacking their users' computers this way. It's also happened to customers of Starbucks in Argentina. It's also happened to a nuclear power plant in Russia most recently. So there have been many cases. I reported, I think just a couple of weeks ago, I reported about a window in London, a shop window in London, and their computer was cryptojacked. So people were mining Monero from a computer that was supposed to be displaying advertising on a shop window. So it's definitely a trend, and even though the Pirate Bay allegedly only did that briefly to test it, to just tested the option, it was enough to inspire many others to follow suit. And the team previously said that they were just testing the miner to see if it can replace the adverts. While there is some real revenue potential, they weren't sure whether they can be running it in addition to the regular banners or replace regular banners. It's unclear whether the current mining period is another test or whether it will be a permanent thing. But from the look of it, I think we should be getting ready to see that being done more often. Cryptojacking, I mean. It's quite hard these days for most companies to make revenue purely from advertising. And this might be something that will replace online advertising. I don't know whether you agree with me here, whether it's better for you to avoid the annoying ads and pop-ups and all of these really spammy links and everything, and replace it with something like CPU mining. The problem is that when they're mining with your CPU, it's taking up a lot of your battery, and it's generally deteriorating the life of your computer. So if you're using a laptop, especially laptops, they're heating so much. If you're using a laptop or a tablet, then it will definitely shorten its life. And it's the same goes for phones as well. Currently, the most popular type of cryptojacking is in-browser cryptojacking, which is using a JavaScript. And JavaScript is something that is running on pretty much every computer. Most of the people have Java in their computers, so it's not something that you need to install separately. So there will be no message to prompt that there's something needs to be installed. That's why people are not even aware when they're on a website which is which is mining with their CPU, apart from the fact that their computer heats up a lot. And currently, in-browser mining is mostly used to mine Monero. This is why we are seeing a lot of reports about random hacks of people's computers and businesses. They're always reporting that Monero is being mined. The hidden mining software may be embedded in an advert as well using JavaScript on the website that you are visiting. And depending on how long you're spending, how much time you're spending on that website, it could be seconds to minutes to even hours. If you're watching a movie or something, hackers have found a way to embed the scripts even on websites of like Showtime, for instance, where people are watching movies. And it's common for the code to run on the websites without the user noticing it. Users who have been hit by cryptojackers have often complained of a slower internet connection, slower processing speeds. And it can also drain the battery a lot, much faster than normal. Therefore, it is in effect shortening the life of your computer, as I said. So what can you do to keep safe? If you want to prevent your computer from being cryptojacked, you need a software tool. Luckily, there are some of those, which checks the code as it runs, such as an ad blocker. It's not exactly an ad blocker, but it's working in the same principle. So currently there are a number of extensions for Google Chrome that are available. You can check out NoCoin. That is pretty much the most popular one. I saw very good feedback on NoCoin, and also, you might want to add a standard ad blocker too, just a typical ad blocker, because that will also enhance your experience. I'm using an ad blocker. I'm also a content producer on YouTube, so I know that it's important to have adverts, but quite frankly, every now and then you can actually use a browser that blocks this, because sometimes it's just becoming too much. So this is why I'm recommending it, even though as a content producer, it's not in my best interest to be, if everyone is using ad blockers. You can also use browsers like Epic browser or Opera browser. They have ad blocking, and also they can spot cryptojacking. So these are good alternatives to Chrome and to Safari or whatever else you're using. Also, in order to find out whether your current browser is vulnerable and whether you have been cryptojacked, you can run a check at this website that is displayed here. Also, the link is below the video, so you can grab it from there. On that website, they're pushing the Opera browser heavily, but you don't have to really download that browser. You can use Google Chrome, and you can add the extension that I mentioned, or you can add another extension. You can just search for a cryptojacking blocker extension, and you can download a different one. You don't have to download NoCoin. NoCoin is just one of those that are very popular, and I saw great feedback about it. But there's also many other ones, so you have a choice. Well, I hope this information is going to help you, and if it does, feel free to share this with other people. Help some other people too. Give me the thumbs up if you like this content and if you want more of it, and leave a comment below the video. Let me know what else do you want me to talk about, or if you have any questions about cryptojacking. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.